Okay, so I want to take a look at high-intensity interval training. What is high-intensity interval training? Is where you're working at a higher target heart rate zone during your exercise. The benefits from it is done in less time, can be performed nearly anywhere, and burns calories.
Hi everyone, Dr. Naveed Shah here, and before we get into the video, I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, the Delta V. Delta V is the all-in-one lung training solution with adjustable airflow. Whether you're recuperating from a respiratory ailment, rehabbing your lungs, eager to boost your lung capacity, or dedicated to cultivating optimal lung health, Delta V stands ready to accompany you every step of the way. Visit our website, deltav.rehab, or call us at 410-871-4601 to order your Delta V today. Now let's get into it.
The other questions I'm asked is, why should I do exercise testing? So when you go to a doctor, they do a stress test and they do different types of testing, and they put you on a treadmill or a bike or something, and they look at your oxygen sats, they look at your blood pressures and everything. Well, exercise is a common physiological stress that can elicit cardiovascular and respiratory abnormalities that are not present at rest. Okay? When we're at rest, we're usually okay. That's why it's considered rest. When we exercise, that's where we tend to find more of the complications. If we can see and understand those complications, we have a better way, a better method of tackling those complications and making them more suitable for that person's experience during any exercise. So, I'm going to repeat this again. Exercise is a common physiological stress that can elicit cardiovascular and respiratory abnormalities that are not present at rest. It can be used to determine the adequacy of cardiac and pulmonary functions. Both systems, respiratory and when we look at cardiopulmonary, we're looking at the heart and lungs. Both systems are adequately stressed out during exercise. So when somebody exercises, we tend to see where the abnormalities are. When somebody's at rest, we might not be able to see anything. Like if somebody has balance issues, they're sitting down resting, might not see those balance issues. But as soon as they stand up, we'll see those balance issues. Somebody has a problem with increased work of breathing. At rest, they don't have a problem. But as soon as they stand up and start working out, then it starts coming in more labor. Right? And we can see where those problems. Is it volume? Is the person's volume? Are they breathing too shallow? Is there enough oxygen going into the blood? Is there enough CO2 coming out? How's their heart rate? Is the heart rate within normal limits during an exercise? Are they not breathing adequately for the exercise? Are we not dieting properly? That's why we need to do these tests. 6-minute walk tests. In 6 minutes, we can see exactly where the abnormalities are by performing these tests that are required in pulmonary rehab for data purposes and, of course, objective data. And subjective, I apologize. 2 major points of exercise is aerobic and resistance training. Aerobic and resistance training. So active training is trying to get at least 30 minutes of physical activity a day. 30 minutes. So if you have a pen and paper, write that down. Try to get 30 minutes of physical activity a day. Your daily dose of exercise doesn't have to happen at the gym. You can easily do this while walking around the house. You can ride your bike in the house, a stationary bike, not an actual bike. So you can go upstairs, you can use the stairs, you can use a chair, you can utilize My New Lungs, and in the future, My New Heart. You can do all sorts of exercises in your house.